Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're joining me for the first time. I know it's been forever since I've posted a reading, and I do apologize for that. I will definitely try and post more as long as time allows it, and I'm feeling like the energy is right for it. I also haven't been feeling good at all, as I've stated in a lot of my other videos, but I feel like the worst is finally over, thank God, as far as the purging goes and all that stuff goes. The portals were like pretty rough on me, and the ascension symptoms and all that stuff. Yeah, good times had by all. And yeah, I also have a little bit of a cold right now, so I do apologize for any coughing, sneezing, nose blowing that may ensue during this reading. Um, so even angels get runny noses, so I do apologize for that. So I'm really excited to do this reading actually, and to see where we're at for September, because I feel like this is such a major month, and I feel like so many shifts are already happening and will continue to happen, and I feel like um, we're on the path to union. So that's why I feel like it was extra important to get this reading out right now. I will probably not do as much as of an extensive reading as I would have liked, just given the circumstances, but I just want to pull a few cards to see what's going on at the present time. So yeah, so right now, I mean, we have a new moon solar eclipse in Virgo starting September 1st. We have Mercury in retrograde. There's a lot of shifts that are happening right now. Just with the astrological alignments, if you will. So it's a good time for ensuing change and rebirth and healing, and starting out on the right foot and making some improvements, and re-examining areas of your life that you feel need to be re-examined. Um, Also, Venus enters Libra, which is a beautiful placement for it to be. It's the home sign for Venus. And Venus, of course, is the feminine goddess of love, and Libra is the sign of partnerships. So again, I mean, this is just even more major signs coming through that are showing that we're about to embark on some really great shifts. And I just also wanted to thank all of those who have liked and subscribed and commented, and people who have purchased readings. They have been really just wonderful, and I'm getting really great feedback, and I thank everyone for that. And it amazes me because you guys have messages for me as well, and it's been such a symbiotic relationship, and it's really quite cool. And this is what I asked for from the divine, is for people who feel guided to reach out to me, that those that should will. And like I said, it's just been a really fun dynamic. And I definitely feel that those who feel that they should reach me, that if you're getting that nudge, then to do it and trust your guidance, because the messages that have been coming through seem to be coming through pretty timely. And like I said, I mean, you guys have just as many messages for me. It's been pretty kind of remarkable, and I love it. And I love how we're all so energetically connected. And yeah, so the information for that is below. My email address, it's twinflametrinity@gmail.com. And if you guys also have any questions or comments or anything, I read everybody's email, and I do my best to get back to everyone in a timely fashion. I also posted a video a little while back about a 9/11 call to action. So please watch that video, because I would love for everyone to participate. I really feel like on this day there is going to be some sort of shift that will happen worldwide. I've been getting this number and this date for years and years and years, after the 9/11 events, but before I discovered that I was a twin, and so on and so forth. but I'm kind of putting the pieces together now, and my guides are nudging me in that direction, that this is not just about healing for the tragic events that took place on that day, but that it will kind of start some sort of worldwide healing, and it will be especially beneficial for twins and light workers. And because I am a New Yorker, you know, that day, of course, has special meaning for me. And it would just really mean a lot to me if you guys could all participate. It will just take a few moments, or you can take as long as you like, on 9/11, starting at 11:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or whatever moment you could get to it that day. Just hold the space for love and healing as best you can. If you can do it for longer, that would be great. But whatever you can do and whatever healing modalities you resonate with, go for it. And just send love and light to all those who were affected by that day, and to the area of New York as well, because I feel like there's a lot of work that needs to be done here, and there's a lot of dense energies that are here. So I do also want to start some sort of project in the 3D for people who live in this area to just start mission already, you know, but I'm interested in doing some sort of 3D collective mission with some other crazy New Yorkers who, who live here. So yeah, so I'm just gonna do a little bit more shuffling here. I also left the door open, so my cats may wind up wreaking havoc in this. This is probably a really bad idea, but we're going to see how it goes, because I do feel like they bring me luck in these readings, but yeah, I'm hoping that they don't completely mess stuff up here and knock over my Archangel Michael candle or something of that nature. So all right, just have a little bit more shuffling to do here. And with the glare, you're not going to really be able to see the cards too well. So I'm going to just hold the cards up as I speak about them. And I'm going to pull, excuse me, I'm going to pull 3 cards for the awakened twin, quote unquote, 3 cards for the unawakened, and then a card for each twin, which would explain basically advice, or, you know, some sort of limitation that they're currently experiencing, some sort of blockage, if you will. So I don't like the term awaken, unawaken, you know, the whole thing with masculine and feminine. I mean, we all know that, you know, there are plenty masculine twins who are the awakened one. So I'm going to utilize what some other people have started to do, and just call it twin 1 and twin 2. So twin 1 is the awakened twin, or the first to awaken, if you will. Twin 2 is the one that's currently still asleep, if you will. So generally, it seems to be the trend that twin number 2 seems to be the masculine and twin number 1 seems to be the feminine, but I kind of want to steer away from those terms for obvious reasons. So we'll stick to twin 1 and twin 2. And I have more readings that I want to post soon. I have a reading that some cards that I actually pulled for the feminine runner specifically, but because I've been a hot mess lately, I haven't been able to get the video up. But look for that as well, because I feel like the feminine runner specifically is going through some specific challenges. And I know that the awakened masculine who's out there, they're probably a bit frustrated, because a lot of these readings tend to be geared towards the masculine runner and not the feminine runner. So, all right. I think I am ready to go here. Okay, let's see what we got here. Aha, okay. The Justice card is at the bottom of the deck, and I know that I've pulled this card, I think actually in the last reading that I posted, or one of my last readings. So I'm really feeling like with this energy right now that we're kind of at a major crossroads, if you will. And like I talked about in my last audio that I posted about the judgment energies, I really feel like this same kind of dynamic is coming into play here. And again, we have, the scales of justice here being weighed, and there's a lot of focus right now. Um, I feel on the whole light versus dark scenario. This is kind of playing out in a really real way, I'm seeing. Um, I wasn't going to bring this up in this particular video, but now that I'm pulling this card, I'm being guided to now, because these are the energies that are coming through in this card. Because we are so close to union, guys, I really feel that so strongly, that there are a lot of dark energies that are kind of coming out of the woodwork. And I'm getting some emails from you guys, because I have been speaking up on this topic. I've been getting some pretty sobering emails about some experiences that you guys have had with teachers who are not of the light, or who are just acting sort of strange brainwashing techniques. It goes way beyond charging insane prices, which is what I brought up in some of my other videos. Some of the things that I'm hearing is really disturbing, really, really, really disturbing. And these are teachers who are well known, who have a lot of subscribers, who have a good reputation, quote unquote. And thank you guys so much for speaking up and telling me about your experiences, because some of these people I kind of had a strange feeling on to begin with. My intuition was just sort of like, I don't know how I feel about this person. And now that I'm hearing these actual 3D stories from you guys, it's kind of putting everything into place here. And I just want to urge everyone so much to just really just protect yourself, and just be careful who you surround yourself with, and who you decide to open your energy up to, and get readings from. And I'm not saying this to make anybody scared or paranoid or anything like that. I'm just reiterating the importance of knowing who you are, and knowing your power, and protecting yourself, and knowing how important this mission is. Because these guys out here, these dark energies, they're really kind of stepping up their game right now. And I know a lot of other teachers are noticing the same trend, and they're speaking up on it. And thank you to you guys for doing that as well, because I just really feel the message so much, to just feel the urge to just get that message out there. And yeah, like I said, the scales of justice are definitely being tipped right now. I think ultimately we'll wind up victorious here, but this is something that I just feel like we should look out for. And this is the underlying energy of this deck, so of this reading, I should say. So it's something that you should just kind of keep in the back of your mind as you move forward. Okay, so all right, let's see what we got here. I know you guys can't see these cards. Oh, wow. Okay, great. Wonderful. Okay. Interesting. All right. Okay, let's see. I'm just want to absorb the energies for a moment before I move forward. And I'm just going to take a quick sip of water here, because my throat is absolutely killing me. All right, so I'm going to do the advice cards last. So for twin one, I'm doing this backwards, we have the Two of Cups. Fantastic. So this is basically just indicating to me that twin one is ready. She or he is 100% ready. And this is good. You guys have done a fantastic job. You've done your healing, you've done your clearing work. I really feel like with this energy, this is really just telling me like you're ready for love. You're just ready to just move forward with this already. And you're being patient at the same time though, because the card that I have that follows that is the Queen of Cups. So as much as you are ready and you just, you know, you want to move forward already with this, you're still taking a stance of compassion and you know, just being sort of generous and forgiving, if you will, for twin 2, who is still in the final stages of their clearing and their healing. So but I mean, this is a really fantastic place to be, is to not only be ready but to be patient, you know, with the other one. And I really feel like the unions have already started, and you know that they've already started, and you're just in a place where you're holding the space for them, and you're not in any rush. You're willing to just kind of like take it as it comes, and you're starting to understand that the love is now, the love is here, the love is now, that the wait is almost over, and that you're ready to uh, welcome your twin with open arms and with this really beautiful, loving compassion. And this is a feminine, obviously a feminine energy. So, like I said before, the majority of twin number of the awakened twins, twin number 1, tend to be feminine. So, it doesn't surprise me that this particular card is showing up here, but it's basically just like telling me again that you're taking this stance of just warmth and compassion and readiness, but you're not in that same place that you were before, where you were just kind of impatient and rushing things. And you know, there was a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for, of a hasty energy, if you will, you know, like, when is this going to happen? And you know, like pushy, almost, for lack of a better word. Like, what these two energies, what they really feel like to me, is that you're really just, you're taking the complete opposite stance. You're standing in the love energy, you're holding the space for love, but you're willing to wait for however long it's going to be, because you understand the process now. You understand the process so much better. And you know, good things come to those who wait, of course, but the love is there. The love is absolutely there. I mean, I really feel it right now in this card, in this Two of Cups card, and that you guys just know it, and that you guys already feel it. You guys are already in it, you know, which is fantastic, because you're starting to realize that the unions are now. We are in these unions as we speak. There is no such thing as the separation, you know. So this is really, yeah, this is really wonderful. But the card that follows this we have is the Seven of Coins card. So, I mean, I'm not getting anything negative whatsoever from these cards, but from this particular energy. But I do detect a little bit of worry there with this card. I mean, this is a nice card of planning for the future, and you know, maybe getting like your nest egg together, like, so to speak, and just like practical means of things, you know, finances, houses, where are we going to live, and you know, whatever. Just the practicality of it all, because you know, this, let's face it, this is a concern. Some of you guys are living in different countries. You have, you know, blended families. You both have children, and how is this all going to work out? So there is a little bit of trepidation and worry that I feel that's coming out of this energy that's coming out of this card. And while there's nothing wrong with wanting to plan for the future, um, and to make sure that your family is taken care of, and all that other stuff. I mean, that's obviously well, understood. That's understandable. But just, just like how everything came into place with this whole thing, just know that the rest of this stuff is going to come into place as well. Your living situation, the financial stuff, and, maybe having to change jobs yet again. This is like, I mean, like, the hard part is over. You know what I'm saying? Like, being reincarnated here, meeting each other serendipitously, and, eons and eons of just evolution and soul growth, all that stuff. Like, that's the hard stuff. And that's the part that's coming to a pinnacle, and that's being resolved. This other stuff, this almost like petty, like 3D stuff, like where are we going to live? How are we going to, whatever. What car are we going to drive? Do we have one car or two car? Because I know, forgive me to be stereotypical, but I know women are planners, and I know that we tend to think about this kind of stuff. So just let that all fall into place as well. Let the divine take care of all that as well. It will just let the chips fall where they may. It will come into place as it's supposed to. Just relax, because I mean, the hard part is over. Like, you're in the love right now, so just like focus on that, and just be ready on that, and be ready for that, and just continue to just be hopeful and stand in the love. And, like, don't worry about this stuff. I get it. I mean, it's a concern for everybody, but the divine is going to take care of us. He's not going to let us, falter. I mean, he wants us to be healthy. He wants us to be financially secure. He wants us to fulfill our mission. So he's going to take care of all of this stuff as well. So don't look too far ahead into the future. So I have, for an advice card for you guys, or an obstacle card, I have the Five of Wands here. Pardon me. So what I'm getting from the energies of this card is that there are still some naysayers that are in your life. This other, like, external battle that's going on outside of the castle. Don't let this be some sort of deterring factor in your union. I know that this is a really hard journey, and a really hard experience to have to try and explain to somebody else who's, maybe outside of this particular situation. So don't even go there. And you know who these people are. They're people at your job. They're maybe your own family members, your own friends. It's all external. It's all outside of the castle here. Inside of this castle, I mean, this is where the love is. This is where the good stuff is. This is where your family resides. This is where your true loved ones are. Everybody that's outside, you know what? They could freaking go to, what? Just, like, don't even, this is just all drama. I'm just getting there's a lot of drama that's happening here. A lot of drama, a lot of negativity, a lot of people who just, they want to see you fail almost. This could be people who are just basically just trying to keep you down, like I said before with this Justice card. It's just, some dark energies that are coming in, people who have their own agenda. If this is aggravating you, if this is in fact one of your blocks to this union, again, just, like, focus on how far you've come. What an amazing journey this all is. Like, don't let these petty frigging people stand in the way of anything right now. Like, just let them continue to fight outside of the castle without you. Just go inside, close the door. Put on the stereo extra loud, and just pretend that these people, like, don't even exist. Just focus on yourself, on your continued healing, on your twin, on this union that's about to happen, and just focus on the positive, like, not on all this stuff. So I have for twin number 2. Okay, so these are some interesting cards I have for twin number 2. All right, so we're just going to go in order here. I have the Queen of Cups. So this is really wonderful. I'm liking this energy a lot. So twin number 2 is, I'm getting from this card that even though the majority of twin number 2 tends to be the masculine energy, that that they're kind of stepping into this feminine energy, their feminine side, if you will. And they're becoming more just in tune with their feelings, with this love energy, with their intuition, with these sort of energies that tend to kind of relate to women, and this doesn't necessarily surprise me because, like I said before, Venus is entering Libra. So it's almost like the the feminine love energy is kind of like there's enough of it to go around that even like the masculine is picking up on it, and the masculine is picking up on the feminine energy, the feminine love energy that you guys have really been putting out there to kind of, call in your male. And again, I'm just speaking this way because I know that the majority of twin number 2 is masculine. But if it is if this does apply to a feminine in your life, then it just indicates the same thing, that they're just becoming more in touch with their feelings and being open to love. And this was, I mean, think about it, this really was the challenge there, right? Of twin number 2, who was not necessarily awakened. They were not necessarily awakened and open to love, and to compassion, and to their feminine intuitive side, and they're going through a spiritual awakening. So what this energy is indicating to me is that they're really overcoming all of that, and that it's almost like, she's got a book here, that it's like their life is almost like an open book now. They're just open to all of it, and they're not afraid to, be a masculine and just say, yes, I have these feminine qualities, and I am, willing to just love more than, what most masculines have been conditioned to love. They're not conditioned to have this tremendous open heart, if you will. So they're kind of overcoming all of those stereotypes, if you will. And if this does apply to a feminine in your life, or a feminine energy, again, it's the same thing. They're just really just kind of stepping into it, and and I mean, this is just really beautiful. I mean, she even just, she has like a little halo, over her. Like, this is, what I'm feeling from this card as well is that it's very much a card about a spiritual awakening as well, and just allowing this Christ energy that's around her, this loving angelic energy that's around her, to just really just shine, and to just continue the process of the spiritual development and spiritual growth, and just really just stand in it strongly, and not be ashamed of it, and not be, not even question it, like twin 2 is just like, yep, this is who I am. I'm here. I'm ready to shine. I'm ready, like, like, I'm ready to go. I'm really feeling like twin number 2 is there, and I'm saying that because the energy that follows that is the 9 of Cups. I mean, like, hallelujah, for crying out loud. Like, so I mean, this is all about, like, this is a very strong, like, romance and passion card, and this knight is just like going for it, and he's moving forward, and it's like I said, this energy follows this one. So it's like, as soon as he or she realizes this intense love and is stepping into this really just intense place, now she is just ready to just, you know, like, move on, find the feminine, or I'm sorry, locate twin number 1, I should say. And again, I mean, this is just a really beautiful card of just romance and passion, And what I like about this particular card, and in this reading, is that I kind of see this card almost as like like a young love, you know, like that kind of feeling that you have like when you first meet someone, you know, it's just like that really like budding, beautiful excitement. Like it's just new. The energy in this card just really feels very new, you know. And you know, even if maybe you've been on this journey for 10 or 15 years or whatever, you know, and you feel like you know your twin by the back of your hand, and you feel like you know the love that you have and you're remembering it, like this feels so new to me, this energy. And so like what this is saying to me is that like don't be surprised if your twin comes back and he or she feels like completely different, you know. And it's a new kind of romance. It's and like I said, I mean, even if you're it seems like old hat to you, so to speak, like your connection with this person, like don't be surprised if they come back and it's like it feels like it's day one all over again, and it's that like, you know, that bubble phase all over again. um it's just a very it's just a new passionate energy. I mean, I really like the energy that's coming from this card. It just feels like brand spanking new, you know. um but this is interesting because we have the devil as the last card for twin number 2. Okay, so I was actually not expecting to see this energy pop up. So what this is telling me is that there still is some work that's going on here. Um, as much as they feel ready and they're just, you know, like they're ready to go and they're so excited and there's like this, you know, like there's this passion like moving forward, there's still some sort of blockage that's happening here. And you know what? I mean, this could actually literally be what I was mentioning in this justice card here. You know, this battle between light and dark, which like really is going on, guys. Like I really just want to reiterate that. Like, you know, the dark is, I mean, they don't want us to come into union, you know. So I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that I received this card. You know, I guess I was not, you know, I was hoping for a little bit more of like a clear kind of transition, you know, into this month. So there's still is a little bit of these energies that are at play. Um, and I mean, it's not just necessarily the light versus dark kind of scenario, you know. uh Still some maybe addiction issues that they're working out, or some sort of you know, monkey on their back, if you will, that they're still trying to get clearing from. um I don't feel like this energy pertains to those that feel that their union is about to happen in September, because I do feel like the unions will happen in September, but that they will continue to go on through the new year. So those that are ready to go this month are ready to go. Okay. This energy right now, these are for the ones that are sort of on the later end of the wave, if you will. And again, I mean, this could be you know, a theoretical demon, if you will, and this could unfortunately actually indicate, you know, an actual demon, because you know these things exist. I had my own situations with them, my own spells that were put on me, and it's a really real, it's a real concern, guys. So if you feel like if you feel like your twin may be subject to this still, you know, do some research, find a trusted healer. It's interesting because I did pull the cards already for the feminine runner energies. Like I said, it's just that I wasn't able to get through the whole video, so I have to record it. But I actually pulled the devil for the feminine runner as well. So yeah, so this is in impacting both the feminine and the masculine runner. um it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate, and it's just, you know, as if this journey is not difficult enough, you know, to have to deal with this on top of it. um it's just, yeah, it really kind of pisses me off because I do know, personally of some people that are doing exactly this to us and that are doing this to our twins, and it's just absolutely deplorable and unacceptable. But like I said before, we're going to be victorious in the end. I know that. It's just that this is just sort of another fork in the road. It's another, thing that's kind of stalling us. But it is something to be aware of, to be concerned of. Um, but again, just, get the help that you need if you do feel like this applies to you. Keep abreast of the situation, but at the same time, just stand in love and light, and just know that love always wins. Love always wins. It's gonna win. So if you're out there and you're watching this video and you're doing this, you're go ahead. You're not going to, you're not going to win. I mean, the battle really has already been won. You're just kind of, maybe you can stall the situation a little bit, um but no, I'm sorry. Love wins, guys. So what I have for an advice card for twin number 2 is the King of Swords. So, like I have said in some of my other videos, like, it's interesting because the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords always likes to kind of pop up in my twin flame readings. Um, so what I like about this energy is that even though this falls under, the advice or an obstacle, if you will, this is really just showing me that the masculine twin, if you will, or the masculine energy, or twin number 2, is, despite all of this that's going on, they're really just, they're stepping up their game as well, and they are really just standing in their ground, and they're just sort of like ready to fight for their love, if you will. They have this sword in their hand. They're not going anywhere. They're still sort of like in this holding pattern. But they are, they're just firm in their convictions. I mean, this is a really strong card. This is a really strong energy, this guy. He just feels like his feet are really firm and planted. Like he knows what he wants. He's not going anywhere. He's not easily deterred, but at the same time, because this card falls into the advice placement, or the obstacle placement, if you will. What I want to say is, find this balance between, again, I know this generally more applies to the masculine, so I'm going to speak on that, but like, it's okay to be in this kind of warrior energy, like, I'm going to defend my love, and I'm coming for you kind of thing, but find this balance between, your newfound feminine energy and the masculine energy, because you do need to certainly have both to be successful in these unions, I feel, and just don't revert back to your old ways, the old paradigm of masculine thinking, if you will. It's okay to be strong, and it's okay to be forthright, but don't overdo it. Find that balance there. But I mean, overall, I'm not getting that this is any kind of like real concern or anything like that. What I'm really just sensing with this card is just like a readiness, really. It's just a readiness to go. It's just a matter of just letting the rest of it kind of play out. And I mean, this gentleman here, this king, I mean, he's even got like the globe in his hand there, and he's just seeing the world like for the first time, and he's just ready to kind of like just get up and go. The world is his oyster, and he's ready to claim it. He's ready to claim you, his queen. Again, it's just these cards, they always love to pop up in my twin flame readings, the King and Queen of Swords. So yeah, I mean, and we have the butterfly here too in this picture. So I mean, the transformation, it happened. It it happened, you know. It's there still is a little bit of development that needs to go on, but you know, he's here. I mean, the metamorphosis happened. He's ready to go. He's got the world in his hands, literally, and he's willing to protect it, you know. I mean, this is really beautiful. But just don't, you know, don't overdo it at the same time. Keep the balance. And yeah, I mean, keep the faith, guys. I'm sorry this is not a longer reading, but my yeah, I'm being guided to to stop here because my computer again is now dying. But yeah, I mean, I think that this is what I was already kind of feeling internally, and it's a really good transition I feel that we're moving into. And I would like to, and I think maybe about 2 weeks time, do a mid-month reading to see where the energies have moved then, because they're moving rapidly. They're moving rapidly. These unions are coming, guys. Keep faith, keep hope, and contact me if you need to. Okay, love you all, guys. Have a really beautiful week. Take care. Bye.